What's good, right? Don't be judging me. I'm gonna let y'all see it right now. I did my laundry earlier. Today is a cool out day. Laying back. I'm doing the air dry outside. I don't dry all my gear. I'm gonna talk to y'all though real quick. How y'all doing first and foremost on this Memorial Weekend? You know what I was thinking? I was like, you know how niggas be running their mouths about people and the shit don't be correct? And it only be the person that can correct shit? Thought about it, right? I was listening to one of my joints called Love, right? And on the track, I said I lost my freedom and my job at the same time. So I was like, oh shit, talk to the people, right? Another topic, right? I was blood then, right? So let's get that out there first and foremost, right? And I was there with 3 individuals that was in the same set that I was in. I'm gonna leave their names out of it, but I won't leave out the CEO's name, which was Trife Gangster McFadder, whatever the fuck his first name was, right? And Shotquell worked with me as well. This was October 2017. January 2018, I got locked up. The charge was promoting prison contraband and attempted smuggling, which was 2 razors and C-74. We was going through the building, C-74, C-73, which was our locations, and we'd speak to the different gang individuals in there and tell them the difference from their situation and where they could go. Excuse me. Where it can get worse for them, right? And where they can really end up, and they can see individuals like us that come from where they at right at that moment, and where we at, which is now in a jail that we used to be incarcerated in, freely with passes on, right? Employed. In this growth from October to January, I went from, the violence interrupter that's outside doing the casements, which was in Flatbush. I'm from South Jamaica, and I'm out there working in Brooklyn streets, and I'm walking the different neighborhoods, the different blocks, the different people, speaking of who got beefs and how we can moderate it and calm down the shooting and the killings that's happening out there very frequently, right? Do a good job. At the same time, you got to also advertise the building, which is GMAC, and let people know that what's happening. They got after school specials. They also had a physical ed special that they had me run with Giant from bartenders. It was called Giant Thinking. We had the brother in there. He was showing them how to work out from the bar to the push-ups, and also gave nice little tutors on the mind, body, and the soul, and how to be upright as individuals. I end up running that program on Rikers Island when we go speak to the gang individuals. I end up running that when it comes to the computer, as for running the system, not running the program, and that was his job. But when it comes to putting everything in the database, I end up getting that job. So I'm doing good from October, January. Barclays gave him the opportunity with meeting Casanova and telling Casanova and Trife, yo, we ain't gonna have no possible problems here. Y'all two gotta talk. Them two went in the back, they kicked it. I had them when they took the picture. It was a nice. Shout out to the homie, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 2 homies that was up in there. I want to shout y'all out, but for the most part, right? So, this day, it was payday. We told not to bring nothing in the jail, right? Which is just common sense, right? So I've been working since October. I've been working in the jail since early November. So I'm not even paying attention about me going to get my wallets, because I done seen other workers doing it, and they only buying money when it comes to the vending machines. Mind you, we be in each spot for 2 hours, right? Hour and a half. So I'm like, oh shit, let me go buy some shit because I was thirsty when we was coming from first from our job, and then we drive all the way to Rikers Island. We didn't stop to go get nothing, so I'm thinking I get something when I go. All right, bad day. I forget I be carrying razors. Majority of times for parole, if unfortunately I get locked up, I have them all the way up into the bullpen in the jail when it don't clear mags or what have you. Boom. But this is what I was doing. I was used to just walking around with Gym Star. They was rusty. They was old. Long story short, they locked me up saying I was trying to smuggle them. I'm like, how could I be trying to smuggle something when I put it in your conveyor belt, which showed I put all items that you say that doesn't ring on the mag and shows whatever it is in the x-ray. They didn't give me an opportunity to throw it away, put it up and get it when I get back out, or send me back out with it and throw it away and say I wasn't permitted. No, they locked me up 3 hours later. They went through my past, broke everything down to gang intelligence. GMAC had a bad tag on them anyway. They was investigating. Did I know? No. Did they know? No. Yet they used me as a guinea pig for GMAC, saying that I was an individual smuggling a weapons still. Outcome. Lose contracts, which is millions. And at the same time, anybody on parole couldn't come on Rikers Island. All this because of me. Now, it wasn't my fault like that. Actually, I just was the opportunity, and they used me as a sacrifice. Big ass gang member, pimp. You know, it was all up in the papers in 2018. All right. 4 months later, on my own, I beat it in grand jury. Less than 15 minutes, 20 minutes, came back with a return, not guilty. Before all this, with my job, I finally got to, so the situation happened on Friday. By Tuesday, I finally got to speak to Trife, right? This was my boss. And he spoke to a person that was close to me at that time and asked him his opinion, which he told me, right? And what he said is that, you know, the peoples that he requested on me was like, nah, he ain't do it. And he was like, yo, if he felt he ain't do it, all right, I'm a jacket, because he be with bro all the time. Bro spoke up for me and was like, nah, P be having him in the club and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to do nothing. He spoke in my behalf. The individual let me know that they wanted me to retire, resign, instead of just firing me, because overall he didn't want to tell me I look bad just still being with him. But I'm like, that would be bad if the person was guilty. But if the person is in your favor, like I was telling them, fight for me. I'm telling y'all, homie, we gonna win this. We ain't gonna worry about this because I didn't do nothing bad. The video, everything is gonna be in my favor, right? Which it did. Did he stick with me? No. Less than 2 weeks after the incident, I was fired, right? All right. Time goes by. Money that I was supposed to get for my job going on Rikers Island, which was $1,800, he kept that whole check. I ain't care about none of this then, because I looked at it like it was harmful, and I knew that if I did things to one person, it was gonna have to be a few, because it was others that had views and others had relations, that it was gonna get real nasty and ugly. And I didn't know and believe, which knowing or even assuming, I didn't know where my support team was, right? So I wasn't thinking if I do one act, it was just gonna be dead and done. There was too many people that knew me. I was working in that company for a couple of weeks and, you know, a couple of months, and it was no getting around or just a name did something out there. All right, so it didn't go that far. Boom. I'm getting dragged all over. Everybody heard the stories from the inside. We ain't even got to express this one, because by now y'all be knowing shit. And now y'all hear me, y'all want to hear these things, and I get it, right? And honestly, y'all should hear them, because I shouldn't have the picture painted so terribly, but eloquently looked and heard by these artists, right? Yet, I held it down, like, you know, all right, cool. It was an opportunity. I worked there, and then, like, what, 3 weeks after the whole ordeal, I was working again, right? Or was I? I don't know. I was down with CEO around then, right? Remember, I just came home. I was 4 years home, man. Just had a baby. No, niggas ain't care. It was a whole bunch of little things that I was pointed out, but it is what it is, right? And At first, I wasn't gonna really move one way, but then when you know how you get a order from a team like, yo, don't speak to the person because you know they on investigation, and you know how long the investigation lasts before a nigga be like, yo, what up, my G? Fuck all that, yo. How you doing, man? That's fucked up, but you just chill, be easy. We gonna see if you get your job back, yo. It ain't nothing, cause we know you ain't do nothing. None of that happened. So that's the first thing I'm seeing, right? And I'm like, damn, this shit reminded me of the belly type shit where you got these cutthroats that want to have, you know, certain positions. They come while you're not there and sabotage an order that'll go against you. That it ain't that, you know, all orders got to go in your favor, but certain ones of this magnitude and the brotherhood and you in the right and you've been nothing but a strong asset to the team since you've been there. This is the things you get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, So I bowed out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do nothing. Came through, let people see me. I'm available here and there. And a lot of people, you know, see me for being the G that I am. You know what I'm saying? Should I've done a little, you know, or a lot more? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I probably wouldn't have got attacks the way I got them because they were saying I was fully with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Yet, that's imagery. That's making wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. You got to make the right decision like I told y'all earlier. So, do you like your decisions? Not always, but are they the right ones? Because other outcomes could come. We know only outcome could come if you don't do nothing is a loss. If a dude talk about it, okay, we'll see. But that was never broadcasted because he wasn't ever trying to look like a bad work boss. He would say that I'm an angry and fuck that package up homie that's faking through employment. But he just was a terrible boss. You've seen the outcome with him. You know what I'm saying? I believe the sites got shut down and shit, right? But for the most part, this is just something that happened back in my past, you know what I'm saying? This was another thing that still kept me around. That was 2018 January. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I left in 21 March. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it. Like I believe, right? Yeah, 21 March, 3 years, right? Okay. So for the most part, I want y'all to look at. There's been a lot of things that y'all seen messed up, and like regularly, you know, like dominoes, it's hard for one to hit one and that one don't move, or if it do fall, it fall away from knocking the next one, and then you see the next roll one just waiting for that one to start it. You seldomly see that. So this is how the problems start occurring. 2018 and on. Am I right? 2018, I got locked up. Once the lockup come, it's I jeopardized everything. It's head-on collisions with me and Shockwell. Y'all remember that whole ordeal? Throwing the whole trilogies of all the different discussions I finally revealed. And unfortunately, this is how a lot of things started. You know what I'm saying? He got out the job first. And then I came on this job, and I believe when I came on the job, I gave a new twist. You know, it was different type of level of happiness and joy, information and belief and strength and unity and love. There was times where it was me, Shaquille, CK, all up in the building, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all chilling and shit. You know, it was like certain things was looking good until you see certain things come in with the intent to make it bad. And this is something that's just been out there forever. You know what I'm saying? Saying I'm a fucked up individual. But a lot of people don't know how this happened at GMAC. Like, think about it. You put your wallet inside the x-ray, your keys, your watch, if you had glasses, your belt, any change, anything that might ring, you walk through, you good, and now you waiting for your shit to come through. And the dude say, what is these razors in your wallet? And I'm like, oh shit, I think it's one. I go in there, find it, give it to him, come back, throw the, my wallet back in the bucket, walk back to the side. He was like, hold up, there's another one. I go back, oh shit, like I'm telling myself, like, damn, nigga, you hiding shit from yourself. Nigga, you forgot you had this. Pull them both out. Each different time I looked at them, I noticed they was rusty. Both sides, rusty, all the way through on both sides. Not, corroded, eroded type shit. I still could have blazed them nigga and it was skipped probably a few times, but it was rusty to show that it was been in there for a while. I went to jail. And these niggas ain't want to bat for me. And ain't nobody come to my help when it went to the legal thing. The only reason why I had the legal team and they didn't fall back is because I was obligated to them as an employee. You know, they see me through. When it came time there, it was me speaking to the DA. She allowed me to speak. I give it to her, kudos. But when it was the mouthpiece, she didn't have to speak. Grand jury is solely on your evidence, if you have any. And mine was speaking, telling them everything. Listen, I know how to smuggle. That is not smuggling. Nothing was rap. It wasn't snuck through me walking through the mag. It wasn't no brakes on it. It wasn't no tapes added on with it. It was inside the fucking x-ray booth. And I'm saying rewind the tape. I was here in your building earlier. The same wallet I threw in there. You'll see I did it. You'll see in C73 the same thing. What you think? I went and picked them up and bought them in my wallet to bring in for what and with what? Look at my distance every time I work in the groups. You never see me fraternize with them. When a guy's trying to play card, I sit to the side. Especially if it's two other workers like D-Mac and China playing with two inmates in there, and I'm to the side gigging them like, yo, y'all niggas is on some inmate shit. I'll never be doing this shit. The only thing I'll be doing is chess right now if we just got to burn the time in here and the individual got it and nobody's playing. But come in here and act like, oh shit, y'all eating mess hole food. These niggas is institutionalized. I was that type of guy up in there. And then I get locked up that night. That same scenario I told you happened inside on the corridor during the day. And I get locked up. When we leave, which was what? I think close to 8:45 or something. 3 hours later, I went to Central Booking. You know what I'm saying? But I got released the next day, no bail, and first person on the calendar for night court. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought I'd clear this up, man, and give y'all something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some more history on how even in your own type of settings, it isn't sure how the outcome will be. Not the outcome like my arrest, the outcome of the names and co-workers that I had there, and the outcome allowed me to get locked up and my name get dragged from that very first moment, right? And we're going to fix a few of these potholes up down the line while I got a TV choice, because if I die with this word, I'm going to keep going back into that church. I was at that church, and that lady was like, yo, that's not your information to keep. That's being super selfish. Like, it's a part of history that it's only given if you give it back. And when you give it back, those that was there they continue it. You don't have to prove it. If it's a lie, people are just trying to combat it. But if it's true, it'll be so many that'll hear your word and continue it. So, I'm here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my Saturday gonna be, man. Like I know. Like I told y'all, man, I'm single, man, and don't like it. So I'm gonna go try and find something to keep my activities up today, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know where's a nice place to go. Just let me know, man. It's gonna be early, man. I'm about to drop this thing right now, man. Hope y'all have a blessed one, you heard? Saturdays, the goods, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? Look at my outfit today, you know what I'm saying? They're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just laundry day. You know what I mean? Got my little Queens assembly. Got my little buckets, the uckets, you know what I'm saying? Have a blessed one.